What's going on, guys? Welcome to UnwireToRewire. Listen, we are so sorry that we haven't created another video for your viewing. There have been some things going on in the background that we have been trying to weather and get through and just create some more time that we have so that we're able to bring more content to you guys.
Absolutely. It's been a long few months, but we are so grateful that we can come back to you and give you this special episode, this wedding episode. We're on our way to a wedding, and the conversation came up about what is love actually and the difference and the understanding of it. So we're going to bring it to you as we're on our way to the wedding.
So we're going to be unwrapping love as the feeling and love as reality, which is the action. Right? The commandment.
Not the commandment.
The commandment. I think this is something that is so prevalent. And I think that, we talked about kind of the things that we went through before we got married. We gave, little peekaboos about things that we are going to be talking about later. But the one thing that is the big thing is this idea of love. It's easy to say, I love you, you love me. But when those words are said, it's often with the idea of this ooey gooey, warm, cuddly feeling and not the action that comes behind it. Nobody thinks about the action behind love. No one goes back to, oh, this is a commandment, or this is a thing that we're called to do. But on top of that, no one understands what that entails to its fullest extent. People think about their vows, and we're thinking about, oh, I'm going to be this, or I'm going to do that, I want to do this. And then when it comes to that love part, people say, oh, I fell out of love. Our marriages don't work because we fell out of love.
Which is the biggest misnomer in the world, because you don't get married just because you're in love. There are so many other layers that we don't unpack. We just get married and then we want to unpack. It's like when you move, you pack up all your stuff, and in most cases you don't get rid of a lot of stuff. You take everything with you to the new place and then you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's missing, because we think that once we get married, we're going to be lovey, ooey, gooey all the time, and then life hits. And once life hits,
you lose that feeling.
Because there's no training on situations that happen. There's no training when, God forbid, somebody loses their job. There's no training when, there's so many other outside auspices that try to infiltrate what's been built.
Or let's be real, when bodily stuff happens. Like, I think about older people who get divorced, or people who start going through their midlife crisis, and husband and wife say, oh, I fell out of love, or oh, I don't have that feeling that I had towards them anymore, or
I don't have the capacity.
Yeah, or I don't have the capacity. And it's just,
where were those thoughts when you said I do?
Or when you first said I love you.
And what people fail to realize, this is what I've learned over the last 5 years that we've been together. When you say I love you, it comes out different because you don't know the past I love you disappointments that were there. So now when we say I love you, the action has to follow up, because if it doesn't, you're categorized like everyone else.
That's very valid. I think a part of that, I love that. The part of love is being able to also pick up the broken pieces and help mend them together. Because again, that action, love is work. It is literally a work in progress.
All the time.
It is something that it is the worst thing that I think you could ever have.
Or the worst best thing.
Because there is so much groundwork sometimes that does have to go into the love. Love to me is like a Lego set.
Okay.
You have a million different pieces that you have to make sure, this piece fits. It's like a puzzle. This piece fits here, but if you don't have this piece, then it's not complete, but it's also one of those things that are structurally important to have But there is, it's almost like a sacrifice in a sense.
Yeah.
Because the person that you are loving, action, sometimes, like you said, you come with different things.
Yeah.
So it also almost like the ground. You had to go from the ground and kind of build that thing up.
Absolutely. And for us, we faced a lot of obstacles trying to build our foundation.
And we weren't ooey gooey.
She didn't even like me.
I liked you. I didn't know what it was. And I guess I can kind of say this. Like, again, I was very immature with the way that I thought love was. And I think that I did take previous ideologies of what love was from other relationships into our marriage.
Okay.
But that's what kind of made us different, too, because we also didn't have that ground-based dating. Like, that wasn't a thing. Because we went from friends to being engaged. But I will say that in the being the friends, I learned how to love. Now, the idea, again, switching what that love to me was action.
Okay.
It was hard for me to switch action love into feelings love.
Okay.
Because I love.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm a lover. And my love language is acts of service. I not receiving acts of service, but giving acts of service. I love doing for people, but that's what makes me feel fulfilled. But that's what my struggle was okay. So how do I take this friend love, and turn it into this romantic love feeling? Again, wrong ideology, because it's not the feeling that we're looking for. It's the action. But people say, I was reading on Instagram often. All my stuff has changed, thank God. The idea of being motivated versus being disciplined.
Ooh.
Love, the feeling, is motivation. Love, the action, is the discipline.
That's beautiful.
It's something that you have to do even when you don't feel like doing, when you don't have the zest to continue moving, when you don't have the energy to continue pouring out. That discipline, that action love kicks in.
I just thought about something that I said in speaking. I said, don't allow what left to dictate what is.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, as people, we get so caught up on what left and we try to replace what left versus allowing what left to leave and all that stuff. Like when people die, they say that the spirit hovers around the body for 3 or 4 days and then it leaves. So once it's left and it's been 3 or 4 months, years, weeks, okay, if it's 3 weeks, allow it to manifest. If it's 3 months, okay, it's gone. If it's 3 years, get up and do something else.
Yeah.
But don't stay stuck in what left, because you'll miss what is for what was. And so many times, even I have missed what is for what was.
Yeah.
And so
we all have.
We are now in situations and circumstances where some of us are stuck in situations because of staying in what was.
Yeah.
And so our love, our action, I can tell my wife I love her all day long, but the other day I came home from the store, I picked up some stuff, and I got her 2 things that I know she likes, and I had the groceries dropped off. And when you took the stuff out the bag, you said, "Are these for me?" And I said, "Well, yeah, because you're the only one that likes that."
Yeah.
And you were so excited.
Yeah.
Love. Because again, that's showing her that I think about you. Yeah. See, love is a thought. Love is more than just, let me buy you a new this, let me get you a new that. Love is, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing today? And the how are you doing? And the how are you doing is actually listening for the answer. Like
actually caring about how the person is doing. Well, we were watching the podcast earlier with Dr. Jamal Bryant and the Mans. And it is so interesting. My thing is please and thank you, or
Mhm.
I'll repeatedly say thank you for this, thank you for that, and you'll go, well, why do you keep saying thank you? It's my job as your husband. But I think, and it's kind of hard, and some people say yes, some people say no, but it's a lot of the things that you do know.
Yes.
I think about parenthood and the base, and I'm saying I'm going by state rules. I'm not going by actual parenthood.
Okay.
State rules: clothes, food, housing.
Okay.
Right? The idea of being in the marriage, protection, providing, and that's kind of what the world looks at. So, okay, the protection, providing, cool, we're there.
Look at how much they miss.
But you do so much outside of the scope of what that looks like. So those, like, no, those thank yous. That, for me, yes, that is love, but especially coming from a place where that wasn't received.
Gotcha.
But when, in certain instances, it was given or tried to be given, I couldn't receive it.
Gotcha.
Because it's okay, so you're doing this, yeah, you say that you love me, but I was also in a different place. Like, I wasn't able to even understand what that love meant.
And love also has to be put in a predicament or in a bag of other things, but there's not just one predication on love. Love is not always physical.
Yeah.
You can't love me just my physical being, because that's not love. That's being selfish.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants that physical love, that sexual feeling. Yeah, I said it. Sorry. But that's what they want, and they equate that to love, and that's the farthest thing from love, period. Because that is not love. That's satisfaction.
Can we talk about that?
Good.
Is that, like, I don't know, not like a taboo subject? Well, we already said we won't tell it all.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is something that is so big. And I'm not saying I was out here in the streets, but those times that I did give of myself, that what you just said, because you are taught now societally, then no, if you're not giving up, sorry y'all, if you're not giving it up, then you don't love me. And it's so interesting. I can remember a couple conversations I've had from being a teenager. Well, no, if you're not sexing me, if we're not screwing, then no, you don't love me. If you're not giving it up, or if you're not doing this, then you don't love me. And that is no. Like, I don't have to give of myself in that way for me to be able to receive love, or for me to even love you. We can go and not have sex at all. And it's because it's, like you said, it's not about that physical. No. But also, now we're talking about sex. It's not for the satisfaction of love, or it's not for the satisfaction anyway. And that's Bible, but y'all can fact check me later. That's Bible.
It is.
It's not about satisfaction. Again, that goes back to them commandments.
Well, the sad part is that we were all taught half-truths. I said it. Be upset with me, that's fine. I'll give you my address. We were taught completely wrong. And nobody will admit that we were taught completely wrong because of the status quo. But the element of sex is the reward for the promise. When you take the vow, but before that, but when you take the vow, and you both accept the verbal contract in front of people, and you get the marriage license, that in turn makes it so that, you're able to assume the reward. You're able to receive the reward. This is not a situation where you get with someone just to have sex with them, to put a notch in your belt, or to put a number on a board. We were watching a show, and a fraternity had a board in their basement of all the girls that they slept with and the different numbers, and they had them scored by hair color, nails, body types, all those things. And societally, we've done that to people. I've done it, right? So now being married, going on 5 years, being married, going on, yes, it'll be 5 years in May. That's crazy. Being married 5 years and having a wife who I told her, listen, you can take the sexual part, wrap it up, and put it in a box, and I'll, we'll get to that later, because I came with a purpose.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what the purpose was.
We married purpose. Mom said a lot. We married purpose. I think that's what always sticks with me, is that part. Because when we have nothing else, we still have purpose.
Correct. Yeah. And there will be times in marriage where you will have nothing else but purpose. Yeah. Because there are days where she's dead tired and I'm ready to go. And I look at her being tired and I'm like, it's okay.
We're just going through those seasons.
Yeah.
Just not even wanting to. And that sounds so crazy, hearing myself say that now. Because again, society says boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to screw first. We're going to, like you said, screw first and ask questions later.
Biggest
now we're going to keep getting it in and have no foundation, no purpose.
None. And the missing part is you can know every nook and cranny of your partner's body and not know them at all.
That's the thing. Now that's the tea.
And not know them at all.
That's the tea.
And people are so one-sided. The assumption is that you know me because
you've been in me.
Because you've been in me, but yet you don't even know what's really going on inside of me. Because if you knew me, you would know I don't want to do it without the commitment. I do it to please you. So now you've taken what I enjoy, or what I'm supposed to enjoy, by spiritual right, and now I've taken and given it to you so that it keeps you. So now everybody's messed up. Yeah. And don't look down on yourself. Don't look in the mirror and say that was me. It was all of us.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So this is to encourage you, but the love portion, and excuse me for not looking, I'm driving on the highway. The love portion, the action piece, take sex completely out of it. The action piece is paying attention to what your significant other or your spouse likes.
Servanthood.
Knowing that they like me, okay? I love a clean car, right? My wife can't wash no car, though. I love her to pieces, but that's not her thing, right? And the reason why I say it's not her thing is because I'm looking for the tires to be dressed. I'm looking to make sure that there's no dirt in the wheel wells. There's no dirt on the wheels, things of that nature. So she said she took the car to the car wash. Her thing is running the car to the car wash and vacuuming and doing the inside, make sure everything on the inside's cool, right? There's a blessing in that because she's considering the inside, which makes us fit because she's looking at the interior. I'm looking at the exterior because I look at the value of the vehicle and how the vehicle makes us look. We show up in a dirty vehicle and you have stuff all in your car. Catch the theological implication. You have stuff all in your car and people walk by and they see your car. It looks like you live there. So what's really going on inside your mind and in your body?
Well, it's like the line in your book. Was it the Louis bag, the Gucci bag, or the Louis bag with the trash? The Louis bag
with the trash. Yeah. And so as we're on our way to this wedding, to friends of ours, well, yours.
Yeah. So proud.
We're so excited because again we know, well, you know more than I do, but knowing the background and knowing, where she is now, the bride.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. So this is the actual poster child for UnwireToRewire.
I tell you what, but she's the poster child for even this particular episode. Mm-hmm. Watching, and it hasn't been long, but I mean, we're here now 6 years. 6? 5. No, Sydney and I.
Oh yeah.
But we've been friends that long, and okay, so granted, there's been some pieces that we haven't been there for each other, but still knowing what's going on. That's learning the difference in love. Mm-hmm. I love that for her. Mm-hmm. And that's what I told her this morning. Like, I am proud that you are stepping into wifedom. And that you're like now taking on this thing. Like you're going from this love to like this love. Now the work begins. But I am
say that though.
I'm so proud.
No.
What?
Not taking away from
the work
proud.
begins?
No. Yeah.
It's work.
You said when you get into wifedom,
Yes.
the work begins.
Yes. It starts before, but it's a different.
Give a little bit about that.
Wifedom?
Yes.
Stepping from being single, wifedom. I'm gonna get it right here. Wifedom. It's literally just stepping from being single to being to turning into a wife. And I don't mean wife as a title. I mean wife as the position, wife as the job, wife as the duty. Like, I think about women, and I break it down this way. We have woman, we have mom, we have spouse, we have teacher, we have chef, we have cleaner, we have. So I think about the idea of being a wife, and you're literally just, it's like it's like an elevation.
You'll notice she didn't say driver, because every time.
No, I'm a passenger princess. I'm a passenger queen. I'm married now. So I mean, queen, passenger queen. But no, it is
passenger wife.
Passenger wifedom. With the idea of taking on this mantle and elevating.
Okay.
That to me is wifedom. It's putting away your childish things and stepping into something that calls you to purpose. That's wifedom. That's being a wife. When you're able to, and I don't say it like this because of course still have yourself, right? Mm-hmm. But it's the idea of sacrificing those in areas because you have another person to think about. It's, it's not just me, so I'm thinking about you also with the things that I'm doing, not just doing what I'm doing and thinking about it later. But it's a mantle. It's a career. Forget a job. It's a career, because you have to take the time. You have to put in the work. Sometimes there'll be some tears. Sometimes there'll be some sweat. Shoot, sometimes there might be some blood. But where it's the working. It's the working. Like your hands. I mean, we're working with our hands.
Oh, okay. I got the nerves.
No.
We're talking about
no
ammunition, guns, and blood and stuff.
No, it's the idea of working towards this thing that's bigger than yourself.
Can I tell you something? If most of us would look at marriage as its own entity or a sanctum that we participate in, that we're invited to, and we have to make it work. Marriage is like a house. You have the frame. You need windows. You need insulation. You need all this thing. And once you build this thing and get it to where it needs to be, then the maintenance starts. You got to maintain. You got to cut the grass. You got to do. And so the more we think about that, and if you think about it that way, it changes the idea of the work that has to be done. Because you don't mind doing the work when you see the finished outcome. When the man you're talking about, in April, they'll be married 38 years with no separations. And the fact that Tamala and David were best friends. She's seen him run to different women. She was friends with the baby mamas, like, and they're still happily married.
Yeah.
That to me, that's beautiful, because he made a vow to her that he would never treat her, and he said he wasn't out there, slumming, but he liked the ladies.
But he was out there. Yeah.
And so the idea is to love her, even though she experienced you in a different light. Now she gets to see the grown-up you, the adult you, and I'm not talking about age or stature, I'm talking about maturity. She gets to see you a grown-up and treating her the way she deserves to be treated.
Yeah.
And truthfully, that's what love is.
Yeah.
Love is embracing the person for all of their stuff. All of their stuff. Not just what she can bring, not what she can make, not how much she makes, finances, but the idea of what she brings to you.
What do y'all bring?
My
table together. Like
my thought process of marriage, because of what I saw, was the husband goes out, makes the money, and the wife shouts all the stuff that she wants, and the husband goes and does it.
Yeah.
Right? If the wife don't feel like cooking, she don't have to. But it's on the husband to figure out what he's going to eat. Like, those are the The husband does his laundry, the wife does her laundry. The wife has her bills, the husband has his bills.
So you're setting yourself up for separation.
Correct. But you can't set yourself up for something that you married. Because you married separation.
You're off. Then there's no purpose there.
So a lot of us go into these marriages, these relationships off.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to give up anything. We don't want to let go to receive. If I'm holding on to where I was and I'm trying to get to where I need to go, and I'm holding on between the two, I gotta let go of something in order to move.
That's like pressing with your brake and pushing your gas.
Right. Or putting your car in neutral.
Ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Ain't going nowhere. And so we have to understand as people that love is going to stretch us. If we love going to the gym to tone ourselves up, then the same way we love the gym is the same way we should love the process of our marriages, our relationships, our love.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, this is a subject we could talk about all day long. Because I don't just love love, I love the idea of people loving on all aspects. It's like firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
So, but as we join on, did I say it right? We just wanted to bring this to you. We wanted to let you know we haven't forgotten about you. We thank all of you for subscribing, for watching, for listening. We really appreciate you. If you're new here and it's your first time, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and go ahead and share. We have so much more content coming to you. It will not be 5 months apart again, but we just want to make sure that we let you know that we appreciate you. Yes. And we really, really enjoy bringing you these conversations because, again, as we learn, we share with you. Right?
I invite you all to also comment some things that you want to hear about. Comment some topics. Comment some whatever thoughts you have, so we can look over it and maybe we'll talk about those things. Whatever you have on your mind.
And if you're a couple that has been married for a certain amount of time, if you're in a relationship, you're thinking about getting married, listen, shoot us a comment. You know, if you're in the tri-state area, maybe we can have you on the show and we can discuss some things. We would love to branch out and actually talk to you and possibly do a segment with you with what you deal with and how you've overcome. All right?
Yeah.
So that's something else that we're looking towards in the future.
Yes. All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and go. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you all soon.
Remember, unwire
to rewire. Bye.